Live from the Jersey Shore to the world. Get up, get out, do something. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. Take the show wherever you go. Download the free Radio Pup app for your smartphone or tablet. Join the conversation. 732-505-1160. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Listen online at WOBMAM.com.
Hey, welcome back. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin, 7:08 Tuesday, October 18th, 62 degrees, getting up to 80 today. WOBM AM 1160 and 1310 News Talk Radio. Streaming live on the Radio Pup app and WOBMAM.com. 732-505-1160 to join the conversation. We are now joined in studio by Dr. Adeola Sonaike. I did good, right?
Yes, you
did. That was strong, right? So, good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I am fantastic. And so you got here. You got up at your alarm probably went off this morning, and you're like, no. There's some kind of horrible mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's some kind of horrible mistake. But we appreciate you getting here early, all the way from Somerset County. So that's a nice job by you. And for AM radio, so that's really someone devoted. So,
yeah.
So I hope both of our listeners appreciate it. So why don't you tell folks you work for the Family Resource Network?
I do.
Why don't you give folks kind of a quick overview of what the Family Resource Network is all about?
Yeah, we started in 1970 as the Epilepsy Foundation of New Jersey, and we became the Family Resource Network because we recognized that we were serving people throughout the state of New Jersey that didn't just have epilepsy. We have a lot of individuals that we serve that have autism as well. And so we expanded, and we're known as the Epilepsy Foundation of New Jersey, Autism Family Services of New Jersey, the Family Support Center of New Jersey, and Caregivers of New Jersey. And we all operate as a network through the Family Resource Network throughout New Jersey, serving people with special health care needs.
Okay. And your particular role there is?
I work on our health and wellness programs. I'm the Director of Marketing and Innovations there. Director of Marketing and Innovations.
Yes. And I'm sorry, the accent, is that South Jersey? Where's the accent
It's from England. I was born in England.
Really?
So, yes.
So how do you end up from England here in beautiful New Jersey?
My mother, in 2000, we relocated. She's a pharmacist, and her job moved over here, and so we all followed.
Wait, that's weird. Wait, you're telling me that a company relocated from England to Jersey?
Yes.
No, that's in 2000. That doesn't happen. That doesn't happen anymore. Now it only goes the other way. Wait, so you've been here 16 years and you still got the act. You try to hold it though, right?
It comes out.
Does it?
Yeah, and depending on the setting or who I'm talking to, especially when I go back to England on vacation, it comes back out, and so it's back again.
Right. Is that it? I thought maybe you were watching Monty Python movies or something at night just to make sure you stayed fresh on that.
I did watch James Bond this weekend.
Oh, okay.
So.
That's good. That's good. So why don't you tell me how did you get started down this road, right? I mean, this is you're now working for a nonprofit, right? You obviously are highly educated. It's always interesting to me because when you're going to work for a nonprofit, let's be honest, it's not the most lucrative possible position you could have, but it certainly can be the most rewarding. So why don't you tell us how your kind of career path worked you here?
Yeah, I knew I always wanted to have a role in healthcare. Growing up, I wasn't exactly sure what side of healthcare I wanted to be on. And as I got more education and more experience in the field, I realized that I really wanted to prevent people from getting sick in the first place. And if you look at a lot of preventive efforts and community-based efforts, they're really housed out of nonprofit organizations. And I've always had the heart to give back to the community and really help those that can't really afford care themselves. And so the nonprofit sector was the right place for me, and really giving people an opportunity to access healthier options and opportunities. And that's really what got me into this field. And working for people with special health care needs has always been dear to my heart. My cousin had cerebral palsy, and so I really wanted to serve the community better, especially with his passing. I wanted to be able to give back and help other families that were going through what we went through.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm sorry about your cousin. And so you also, it's your project director for a health insurance navigator program. Now this is a Pandora's box, which I'm a little concerned about opening, but we're going to go there because, why not? So health insurance navigator, I don't understand. It seems like such an easy, straightforward program now. I mean, it's so easy to go online, enroll, and do your thing, right? So what could you possibly be navigating?
It's been streamlined. We thank Medicare and Medicaid services for really streamlining the process and making it very user-friendly. However, there's still large percentages of individuals who do not know how to access the health insurance marketplace. They don't know what they're eligible for. They're not sure of how to fill out the paperwork so that they're really getting an accurate explanation of what they should be paying every month. And so our goal as navigators really just to guide people through that process. And also, especially in this political climate, a lot of people don't really know exactly what's happening with health insurance. And so our goal is just to make sure that we're ensuring that people on November 1st go out and register for health insurance so that they don't get those tax penalties in the future.
Right. So are you, and if you're not at liberty to answer this or you don't want to answer it, certainly you don't have to, but are you a believer that that the Affordable Health Care Act has been a positive thing for us? Now, I guess I have to preface this by saying, I don't know how medicine in England works, but if it works in the rest like it does in a lot of Europe, I mean, you have a socialized, medicine,
Yes.
Medicine for the most part.
Yes.
So this may be even something you're more acclimated to and more familiar with. But do you feel good about the direction we're heading?
I do. So I'm fortunate to also teach health policy at Monmouth University,
Oh, okay.
and we talk about this all the time. England has the national health system, and I think that seeing people from different walks of life being able to access healthcare irrespective of their income level or their background or what language they speak is a great benefit. And it comes back to that question, is health a right or a benefit? And I think that the direction that we're taking here in the United States is taking us in the direction where health is a right, that everyone should have access to health care.
Right. So okay. So now I feel like now that you went down the Monmouth University road, I feel like all bets are off. So okay. So it is and by the way, I do agree with you. I always tell people I'm a Republican. But I don't. I believe that the Affordable Health Care Act was a step in the right direction. I don't believe that it is. I don't believe it's a fully baked product. I don't believe that it's 100% right. I actually, and please God forgive me for saying this, I actually agree with Donald Trump on some level when he says that we need to create more competition, and when he kept saying we need to eliminate the lines. I actually agree with him, although he was not very articulate in how he explained it. But I think the problem I have is that I think we seem to be going the opposite way now, where we seem to see providers kind of pulling out of the system more and more, which is creating more and more of a financial burden on the companies that stay in the program. And obviously that ultimately just translates to higher premiums for the average American. Do you agree with that or disagree?
I feel that in any time where you make such a large change, there's always going to be some form of pushback. And I think that at the end of the day, people have that option to access health insurance, and I'm happy that option is still there for people. I think that we're going through growing pains, but I think that we're really going to get there. If you start to look at, if you speak to families that have never had health insurance before, and now they have health insurance and they're not going to the emergency room to treat a routine cold, it makes a big difference. And so I think that we are going through growing pains, but I do believe that we're going to get to where we need to be, where health truly is a right for everyone, and everyone finally accepts that it's a great thing that we're doing.
Right. Well, that was a very politically correct answer. That was nice how you completely tiptoed around that whole thing and never took a stand. So that's a good job. All right. So when we get back, I want to talk a little bit about some of the work you're doing with Robert Wood Johnson through the Family Resource Network and some other things. Is that okay?
Sounds good.
All right, cool. Dr. Adeola Sonaike, Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. Back after this.
Everything you need to know about the Jersey Shore. This is Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. News Talk Radio, WOBM AM 1160 and 1310.
Hey, welcome back. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin, 721. We are with Adeola, Dr. Adeola. I'm going to get this right. I'm so fixated on making sure I say the name right that I can't even get close to getting the doctor part. Dr. Adeola Sonaike, we are talking about the Family Resource Network. So why don't you tell us a little bit? I know you're involved in the, some of the health work that the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation is doing. So why don't you kind of give us a snapshot on that?
Yeah, the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation, as we all know, that they are leading the conversation when it comes to building a culture of health in America. And they have started some new development programs, one of which is the Culture of Health Leadership Program. And they accepted 40 individuals nationwide to participate in the first cohort of this development program. And I was fortunate to be one of those individuals that was selected.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's been a great journey so far. We had our Fall Leadership Institute in September, and I got to meet people from all over the nation that are really in different fields and from different backgrounds. There are architects in the program. There are business individuals in the program, nonprofit people like myself, and we're all really passionate about building a culture of health and really having those innovative discussions about what needs to be done to really advance our nation towards a culture of health.
Right. So that's one of those things where you're just having, I guess, speakers come in and talk to you about different ideas and different things, kind of measuring out and weighing out all of the obstacles and all of the hurdles and all of the opportunities. And then hoping that bringing that kind of group together, you're going to have so much brain power that somebody's going to figure something out.
That's the goal.
So did you come up with anything yet? Are we seriously, like the plan that you guys have put together? What is it, like maybe a year out, 18 months?
It's a 3-year program.
Right.
It's a 3-year program. And so, right now their focus is really developing us as leaders, really allowing us to look at ourselves and look to see what we can do to be transformational leaders, especially while we're going through so much change in the nation. And there's a lot of fear in the nation in general. And so really focusing on how we can hone in on what makes us great and really focus on those things to really improve health. And so that's an exciting part. They had someone from Scotland that came to talk to us about violence reduction and how that's changed the culture of health in Scotland. And so really when we think about health, we think about the health sector, but we only spend maybe 2 hours within an entire year in the doctor's office, know, if we're healthy. And so really health happens all around us. And so that's really the focal point.
Were they wearing a kilt?
They were not.
There was no kilt?
No.
I think that people should dress as the stereotype that they're there to portray. But it didn't happen.
No kilts.
Were there any kilt jokes told?
There were no kilt jokes.
No kilt.
Nope.
I can tell, you know what? See, that's going to be too intellectual a group for me. I can already tell, because I would have been spewing kilt jokes like there's no tomorrow. That's all I got to say. All right. So doing that with Robert Wood Johnson, and it all sounds like there's also a lot of role playing involved in that. And a lot of team building activities. A lot of
team building activities, which is great. It really helps when I can take those skills back to the Family Resource Network and apply them with my team. And I think that my team at the network has gotten stronger just because of my participation in that program so far.
Very cool. All right, so why don't you tell me about the Get Fit program a little bit?
Yes, Get Fit is my child. I feel like it's my firstborn. So the Get Fit program, it started in 2008, and really the Family Resource Network and Serving People with Special Needs said, okay, we're having this national discussion about obesity, and nobody is looking at the special needs population. And when you look at the data, you see that children and adults with special health care needs have an increased risk of developing obesity. And so we launched this program in partnership with Rowan University in 2008, and we collected data to kind of see in 12 weeks what are some changes that we can make when it comes to health. And as a result of that small program that we started at Rowan University, we're now a national program, and we've served over 2,000 individuals that have developmental disabilities. We serve their family caregivers as well, so really how can we make sure that health is transferred into the home, and we serve the entire lifespan. So everyone is accepted into Get Fit and is on this journey of building their own healthy lifestyle. So it's really exciting to see what we can do and what we have done, and we look forward to accomplishing much more and expanding Get Fit to additional states.
Very cool, very cool. I'm going to go under the assumption that you don't have kids, right?
I do not have kids.
Okay, I was going to say, because if your actual firstborn would probably have an issue with you calling a program your first. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there for you.
That's very true. Very true.
Okay, I surmised that. Okay, when we come back, we're going to, of course, give you your magic wand, and I would love to give one to each of the 40 in your cohort. That would be interesting to see what they would have to say. Maybe you could suggest that at your next meeting. Why don't you guys all try that? We'll talk about some of the upcoming events you have and learn more about what you're doing in the community, okay?
Wonderful.
Dr. Adeola Sonaike, Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. Listen to the Hometown View. Do we have a Hometown View, Zach? Yes! And the news, and then we'll come back after this.
Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Live from the Bob Levy Broadcast Center, overlooking the Toms River, it's time to get up, get out, do something. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. Be a part of the show, 732-505-1160. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Listen online at WOBMAM.com.
Hey, welcome back. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin, 7:35, Tuesday, October 18th, 62 degrees, getting up to 80 today. WOBM AM 1160 and 1310 News Talk Radio. Streaming live on the radio, pop app, and WOBMAM.com, 732-505-1160. Join the conversation. We are joined in studio by Dr. Adeola Sonaike. I got it all right that time, all together. Great job by me. Hold on, let me just pat my... Oh, that hurts. It hurts my shoulder. You know, I have a torn labrum, so it hurts when I kind of pat myself on the back like that. So we are talking about the Family Resource Network, among other things. You know, we've talked about James Bond. We talked about kilts. You know, we covered the spectrum here, I think, this morning. So tell me, you have an event coming up on October 29th.
Yes,
so talk to me about that.
On October 29th, we will be hosting a glow-in-the-dark 5K. It's at Liberty State Park. It's to benefit the Epilepsy Foundation of New Jersey. And since it's Halloween, children are allowed to dress up, and we'll have trick-or-treating going on the track. And so it's a great family-friendly day. You get to see the beautiful skyline, and it's a fun evening event for the family.
Yeah. Wait, so glow in the dark?
Yes.
So it's at night?
It's at night.
A nighttime 5K?
Yes.
In October.
That
there's a threat of chill in the air.
You'll be in your costumes, nice and warm.
And glowing.
Yes, and glowing. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I will say, listen, you know, there's especially for us here in at the Jersey Shore, I think there's kind of a stigma attached to Jersey City, right? Because I think we think of like Jersey City, or we're like, oh, Jersey City. But like Jersey City is like Hoboken now. Like Jersey City's cool, right? Because Hoboken got overcrowded, and then people started saying, okay, you know, Hoboken was overcrowded and super expensive. So then people started moving to Jersey City, and now the Jersey. I was close. You almost had to dump me there, Zach.
Yeah, I was getting ready to dump you out.
The Jersey City, the water area is really, really pretty. So that's probably
really
a cool
nice.
event.
Yeah.
But you were telling me we missed the cool like summer event. So what did we miss there?
You missed the Autism Beach Bash, and we had that on September 11th. We have it in September every year, and it's an autism-friendly family beach day. We had over 7,000 individuals at the beach. We have surfing. We have food donated. It's just a fun, friendly beach day. If you have a family member that has autism, it's very difficult to have a day at the beach where everything is accepted. And so it's just a great day for our families. And we have that every year. And so if you visit us online at autismfamilyservicesnj.org, you'll see more information about our Autism Beach Bash.
Cool. Very cool. All right. So it's that time where we give you the magic wand, the pixie dust, the fairy dust, the ability just to wiggle your nose and make an impact and change the world. I got to do it one more time. Dr. Adeola Sonaike, what is it that you're going to do with that magic wand?
I would allow everyone to see their own power. I think oftentimes as nonprofits, we talk about empowering the community, but everyone has their own power, and our role is just to help them bring out that power. And so if I had a magic wand, I would give everyone the opportunity to see what they're capable of and what they can accomplish in life. So like, all right, so you mean like invisibility or like X-ray vision, or that's not the powers. Not that type of power now. The power to really realize your own reality and accomplish your goals. And so you weren't going all X-Men. That's what I was like. I wish I could. That was what I was doing. I was going. That would be cool. That would be cool. Yeah. All right. Well, listen, we have different. I guess we all have different outlooks. That's why I didn't make the cohort that Robert Wood Johnson put together, because I'm just. Well, anyway, because I would have been talking about why the Scottish guy wasn't wearing a kilt. Okay, so let's move along. If folks want to learn more about the Family Resource Network or about any things you're working on, where would they go to do all that? Because there's like a lot of things. You got a lot of things going on, right? Yes. The best place to go would be our website, familyresourcenetwork.org. And through that website, you can access all of our affiliate networks, all of our programs, our services, our events, our Navigator project. And if you're on Instagram, you can visit our Get Fit program at Get Fit for All at Instagram. So it's Get Fit, the number 4, All, ALL. Right. And there's also a Get Fit for All on Twitter. Yes. There's also a Get Fit New Jersey, Get Fit NJ on Facebook. Yep. And of course, Get Fit for All, the number 4, .org. That's it.
My goodness.
We are busy.
I mean, all I got to say is whoever your web folks are, they like have some serious job security.
They do.
Like the web folks and the social media folks.
Yes.
That's strong.
It is.
Yeah.
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 Everything's on social media, so.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's no Pinterest though.
We don't have a Pinterest account.
No.
Not yet, but maybe we'll start one.
No Vine?
No Vine.
Nothing.
No.
Yeah, and then I usually make a Tinder joke here, but we're gonna move right along. Dr. Adeola Sonaike, thank you so much for spending some time with us.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for getting up mad early this morning and driving to beautiful Toms River, New Jersey.
It was a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
And don't forget to grab the Uncle Dude's Donuts on the way out. We'll be right back. More Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin after this.